I'm Brian Van, SportbikeTrackGear.com, and today we're going to break down the Hotbodies lever set install on our 2018 Kawasaki Ninja 400 STG project bike. Okay, the Ninja 400 comes with fixed, non-adjustable levers from the factory. We're showing you the one that we removed from the clutch perch here right now. The Hotbodies lever set cures that. It buys you a ton of adjustability. They look a lot cooler on the bike. It's a really easy install. We're going to show you all that in a few minutes. For now, we'll just quickly cover the features and benefits these things offer. They are folding, which is nice. If you have a little tip over, that can help prevent the lever from breaking. They are adjustable, so you can adjust the gap from the lever to the grip, like so. And also adjustable for length. With this screw right here, back that out. There is our longest length, basically a standard length lever. And put it back in its original position. And that's going to be more of a short version, so that allows you the ability to choose the lever length you want. Kind of a cool feature. If you like what you see, you're interested in buying a set of these for your Ninja 400, stay tuned. We'll show you this entire install step by step. Okay, we'll jump right in and remove the levers from our Ninja. Got a 10 mil socket on a quarter drive ratchet. You need to take the lock nut off the bottom of the pivot bolt for the brake lever, like so. That's a locking nut. We're going to reuse this. And then of course the lever itself. You need to pull the pivot. And you'll notice there was not a lot of torque on that, okay? All right, before we install the lever, I like to get just a little bit of grease, just multi-purpose grease. You want to lubricate inside here where the pivot bolt goes. There is a little contact there, so if it's lubricated, it's just going to be a whole heck of a lot smoother. And then while you're at it, you know, just a little bit, real fine film here. And on the other side, there's just contact points there. You don't really want a lot of grease, so it doesn't attract a ton of road dirt, but just enough so you have a little thin film. Let's go ahead and slide the lever into position. And you want to be cognizant of the brake light switch, which is right here. So kind of bring the lever in like this. And then we'll line up the pivot here. Get that to start. Okay, you saw I had to kind of maneuver that a little bit. Tolerance is fairly close. We're going to run this down. A little bit of torque, like so. Get our ratchet back, and I do also have a wrench here that we're going to use to hold the pivot bolt as we torque down the lock nut. So we'll get that started. This is a pretty easy job. I think most riders are going to be able to get this done without too much complication. Okay, and once I've got that to bite, hold the pivot bolt, and then tighten up that little lock nut down here, like so. Okay, now we went from a non-adjustable. Okay, this lever was just fixed. So you couldn't dial in the distance between the throttle and the brake lever to best suit your needs. Now you have the clicker. So you can get this to the position that best suits you. Folding lever. Also kind of cool, and the length is adjustable on these as well. So if I don't like where it's at now, you just loosen up the fastener back here. and you can go as far out as that. Kind of loosen that up. I'm just going to put it back in that short position. There you have it. There's the brake side. Now we'll go ahead and jump on the clutch. Okay, clutch side is going to look a little bit different. We're going to begin by adjusting the clutch cable so we have enough slack to remove the lever. I just broke loose the lock nut, and now we're going to rotate the clutch cable adjuster as much as we can. And you need to line up the groove right here with the groove that's in the clutch perch. And then of course there's a groove that is also located on that lock nut, so make sure you get all those pieces lined up so the cable can pass through right about there. Same as we did on the brake side, you need to pull the lock nut from the bottom of the pivot bolt for the lever. You know, this is more than certainly just a cosmetic mod. This is really functional because you're picking up some adjustability you just simply didn't have with those OE levers. And those more affordable bikes come with those fixed levers, and you lose the ability to dial in the ergonomics of the bike. All right, lock nut just like on the other side. Let's go ahead and get that pivot bolt off. Grab the lever, and you'll see here now that clutch cable, right, is able to pass through the slots that are all lined up. Go ahead and pull that out, like so. All right, no different than on the other side. We're going to go ahead and use a little bit of grease, lubricate the pivot point. Put just a tiny little bit in here too, where the clutch cable itself rides. And then we'll get some of the excess. Make sure you put just a thin little film right there at the contact point. Now the lever is ready to install on the bike. Your first step is to get the clutch cable installed in the lever. So you just kind of line that up, like so. Come over here. And you can pass the cable through the slot, like so. You want to be aware of your clutch switch. It's right here. There's a tab on the lever that's going to grab that. So when you're first putting the lever into position, just make sure that you don't damage that clutch switch. Slide that into position. Pivot bolt. Let's get that started. Work that down. Make sure everything's free. Let's grab that lock nut, and we'll get that on the bottom to secure that pivot bolt. You know, clearly that's there. Even though it threads into, that pivot bolt threads into the clutch perch and or the brake master, you want to make sure that you reinstall that locking nut. That'll prevent the lever from coming loose. Okay, it's like just a secondary check to make sure that you don't lose the lever. I've actually seen people lose levers at the racetrack, and I can tell you when you're going into your braking zone and you reach for your brake lever, it's gone. That is really not a good thing. So make sure you put those lock nuts back on. We'll torque this down, same way we did on the brake side. Once I get it to seat, we'll use the backup wrench right here. Okay. Now the clutch cable adjustment, this is key. Okay, you want to make sure you have this adjusted correctly. Clearly right now there is a tremendous amount of play in that. So we're going to begin by rotating this. You can see it pulling the lever over. Still have that much free play. What you don't want to do is adjust it out so far that you have zero free play. Okay, that's a good starting point right there. Before we button this up, we're just going to make sure the adjuster, the screw here for the length adjuster is good and tight. Now, before you ride the bike, I want you to double check, triple check everything you did. Super important, those levers are functioning correctly and adjusted properly before you ride. As you can see, this is a really simple install. These Hotbodies levers are sold in a set. It's a really affordable price. They fit good on the Ninja. There's multiple colors available. And like I said earlier, this is more than just a cosmetic mod. This is a real performance upgrade because now you've gained all this adjustability you did not have before. This is a Hotbodies lever install on our 2018 Kawasaki STG Ninja 400 project bike.